Hello everyone and welcome to this video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at Criminal Girls Invite Only for the PC. The game was developed by Nippon Ichi Software and was published by Nice America and released on the PC in 2017. Originally this game was a Japanese only PSP title, which would then later be re-released with updated features for the PlayStation Vita port and then finally re-released again on Steam. Is this rather obscure and loony title worth your time, however? Let's take a look and see. The game's plot has you in charge of several girls who have been sent to hell because of criminal acts which they performed in life. The idea is that via you assisting and helping the girls through a rehabilitation program, that they can then be reborn as decent members of society. However, things take a turn for the worse fairly quickly, and monsters that are also known as convicts manage to escape, and it is now up to you and the girls to pretty much sort things out. The cast of characters for the game consists of several girls in your party, who each have their own speciality which you're going to need to use in order to survive a lot of the game's later battles. The girls range from magic users, heavy hitters, thieves, healers, and generally what you would come to expect in your traditional RPG. All of the girls do have their own individual personalities, with some being quiet but the cute type, others being loud and shouty, and others being reserved to Sunder type figures that are all used to from various tropes. I am fairly sure that if you have ever watched an anime before, or read a manga, then you're going to know what to expect from the girls here in this title, as they all do essentially follow in the same line as several tropes that we've all been used to over the past several years. Okay, well, here are the details about the gameplay. It's basically split up into two halves. One half is a extremely long, grindy dungeon crawler, which comes across like a retro RPG style game of old. The combat system feels very mobile phone / Android device like in its simplicity and lack of any real choice. The second half is possibly a delicate subject. Originally, when this title was a PSP release, there was a punishment option where to unlock new skills and abilities, you would have to use a riding crop on the girls at specific times to unlock points. Later, when this title was re-released as a PS Vita port, it would have enhanced graphics and a new touch feature, where the punishment option was replaced with full-on interactive images of the girls in various cosplay outfits. With this new feature, you still had to motivate or punish the girls, depending on which word you want to use, in order to gain points, which would then unlock new skills and features. When this game was then ported to the PC and brought to the West, however, this feature was heavily censored, and if anything, to me personally, just makes this feature seem debunked and completely and utterly pointless. As I've stated previously, with this game originally, it was a PSP title that was in Japan, and then later on it was brought to the Vita and PC in the West. So because of this, the game's graphics still do look and feel like a PlayStation portable title, in that they do come across as looking and feeling rather limited in what they can or can't do. The graphics and animations for the game's character portraits, text on the screen, and character models have all been updated into HD quality, yet the levels and sprites themselves look slightly blurred due to being nothing more than an upscaled version of their original resolution. The true update with this game's graphics here is that the motivation or punishment system, depending on which word you want to use, you can now see the girls fully rendered in cosplay outfits and you can then interact with them. Yet as I have already said, this feature has been heavily censored, and because of this, this makes that feature itself kind of seem rather pointless now. I don't really have much to say about the game's graphics when it comes to level design, as no matter what stage that you're on, the game's environments feel exceptionally limited on what they can produce and how they come across. Every level comes across as being small in design due to the original PSP handheld's capabilities, and to flesh them out, the game essentially forces random encounters every 4 to 7 seconds, and I'm fairly sure that, as you can guess with this one, it can get rather tiresome quite quickly. While some of the later levels do look a bit nicer than the first few that you start off in, nothing ever really wows you. It never really takes you by surprise. Sadly, the game's environments just feel very basic at best. Alright, and here is the all-important question. Should you buy Criminal Girls Invite Only on the PC? Well, with everything that's been said, you're probably thinking that this is going to be a definite no. Yet, what I would say is that if anything, this is another case of what I've said previously with other titles on the PC, such as Dead or Alive 5. Mods save this game. And what I mean by this statement is that you can get mods for the game, which not only return everything back to how they were before the censorship came into play, but then the mods also give you the option to go one step further and allow you to access even more features and options. So what I would say is that if you are looking at getting into this game and are thinking of buying it, then you're also going to want to look into the mods available for the game as well, which can be found on the hub section in Steam, which should give you access to everything that you should really need. Would I recommend Criminal Girls Invite Only for the PC? I would say yes, but only if you're going to be buying it with the intention of using the mods available for it as well. Well, that's it for this review everyone. Thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and please subscribe.